Hello there, welcome back to the Ogre, the old Git Reacts, Reviews and Off Times Reminiscences. Today we're doing Iravu, or if you're a Vic and Bob fan, perhaps it's Irafu, or Iranu, whichever. But anyway, I heard this track a few months ago now, and it's part of an album yet to come, or I think it's just dropped actually, so I've got some further tracks to listen to. But this one struck me as being intriguing and entertaining in equal measure. So let's give it a little listen, shall we? It starts quietly. So a minute and a half in, and we are still in calm waters. The reason I've stopped it now to have to say something is basically, is my patience getting better? Because back in the day, I could probably stand about 10 seconds of contemplative music before I was hanging over, wanting something fast and rapid kicking in. It seems nowadays that, and yeah, there's a clue there that it's going to get a bit more, involved in a minute. But it seems I can quite happily wait a little while for the action to kick in nowadays. But it does seem to be that very often with certain forms of music, you have to wait a little while for the pinata to break and the treats to fall out on you. Thing I like about this sort of music is you can have a collapsing cliff of drums absolutely clattering along at rapid pace, and it doesn't detract from the atmosphere that is being built. And there's an atmosphere here already that you could virtually drown in. So yes, just always tickles me that the contrast works so well with this sort of music. That, as I say, the absolute battering of drums against an oil painting of atmosphere that the other instruments provides. but clearly there's a the use of contrast isn't just between the drums and the instruments; it's between the dynamics and the space of the music as well. Some obviously contemplative sections on this song, and A Fate Worse Than Home perhaps gives you a clue that all is not perhaps too well where this artist resides. And if you look at the Bandcamp page, I've just bought this today actually. So, but if you look at the Bandcamp page, you'll see that there's a story behind all this. And what I'll talk about, it's from an album. It's been on its own as a sampler for quite a few weeks now. And I never buy anything on its own. If there's an album, I'll listen to all of it before I buy something. Once bitten, twice shy. And the whole album is from the quick flick I've had through the new tracks that dropped today. I don't know when it was, but it's today I found out the tracks have dropped. The whole album is cohesive and works well as far as I can gather from the flicking. But back to this song, and there's a journey here. There's a tale to tell. As most atmospheric black metal, as I've said many times, does. And the sort of more contemplative parts have a very rich, not soothing is probably the wrong word, but it's all subjective, but for me it's a comforting tone. Although that last little bit there was a little bit of a motif that would take you perhaps more towards a depressive black metal, or maybe even post metal. I don't know. I don't want to bother mentioning genres half the time because it's just very simple. It's this or that or the other, and the little subgenres that crack up every now and again. I get lost in them. Anyway, I'll waffle. Quite a heartfelt solo there, I think. Very expressive. So lots of flourish in this. The that lead again kicking in and adding, emphasising the mood, whatever mood it is you glean from this. But there's as far as the palette's concerned, the artist is using virtually every colour of the rainbow here. And again, there's, not that it really matters, but there's genre leaching to a degree, but still firmly into the realms of metal that I like. There's something else I was going to say. Sure there was, but it's gone. In and out my thoughts. Like a butterfly lands on my nose and then flitters away before I have time to focus on it. But hey ho. So there you go. I think for me, and I'm sure for some of you, that song draws you in. It becomes quite immersive. You are interested throughout, and you know you. I never paying attention to what lyrics are. I've said many a time I don't read lyrics, and it's probably why I prefer music that you can't discern any. But whatever the tale is that this artist is telling, you find yourself with a certain degree of empathy for whatever it is, even though in my case I ain't got a clue. But yes, the rest of the album, as I say, if you like this, you'll like the rest of the album. This is more atmospheric black metal. The rest of the album has a bit more, not perhaps in each track, but across the album there's a bit of range. So there's some delights that lend from other genres as well. So, but I think if you like that, you're going to like the whole album, and I like it a lot. So I shall probably spend a little time later listening to the whole album properly. But yes, intrigued and delighted by that one I am. So anyway, clicky bollocks, catch you all next time. Cheerio.